2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Boss Shot Shells. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
I was a little off.
What was off? You were off?
I was off.
Well, you need to work on that shit.
Wasn't as crisp.
With us today from a random mall in Georgia, the girl who broke the internet when she went out with Maddie Roberts, Miss Macy Watkins. Macy, how are you doing, young lady?
I'm good. I don't have much service at my house, so I drove to town to be on this podcast.
It's a country girl right here.
How far did you have to drive to get to this undisclosed mall? Like, is it you didn't drive far out of your way, did you?
About 30 minutes. That's not a long ways by country standards, and it's in Milledgeville, Georgia. It's a mall, but it's so small. We call it a small.
A small.
So
that is what's interesting though. Like whenever you live out in the country, like people that live in the city, like, oh, it's 30 minutes away, and you're like, everything's 30 minutes away or an hour away for us. Closest Walmart's 30 minutes away for us, so it's like we'll drive. It's no big deal.
Yeah, exactly. And I have service at my own place. I have a cabin in the mountains, but I'm not there right now. I kind of split my time in between the two down here in South Georgia with my parents.
Now, how old are you, young lady?
I'm 26.
26. It's okay to ask a lady how old she is if she's under 35. After that, you're kind of tush. 26 years old, and somehow you managed to win a date with Matt. Actually, I think Matt won a date with you. So how did that all go down?
Yeah, I've known Matt for years. We're both involved in pure fishing, and I saw he was needing a date, and I thought about it immediately. I was like, well, I have to go, and I'm going to send him a message, and they're going to pick me. I mean, I knew without a doubt they were going to pick me, so I just shot my shot. I sent him a really funny message, like a real application. Like I put some effort into it, and it was real funny. So,
well, he had a lot of people reach out to him because I met a couple in Tennessee that wanted to set their high school daughter up with him, and I absolutely could not believe that they would do that. And
that is such a bad idea.
Yeah. And then he had a few gentlemen that wanted to go on a date with him. And I'm glad he's on our side. Did he really take you to Waffle House at the end of the date?
Yes, it was a group of us, and it was about 3 a.m. when we decided to go. And I got home past 4. It was fun.
What were you like the next day though? Because that would be way too much for me. 4 o'clock getting home and going to bed, no way.
I stayed up till 3 the next night and 6:30 the next night.
6:30 in the morning?
She's 26. She's young.
Yeah.
I was 26 before.
Well, you were old and boring when you were 26. She's not.
How long does it take you to recover from that weekend?
You just keep going.
No. I need sleep. I need quality sleep. I got to get into a REM cycle. Like it's a whole production.
Okay, Macy, I'm going to ask you the tough questions. Everybody, Andy's scared to ask you about them. You ready for these, Andy?
Just having a conversation.
I'm going to ask her about her dating life. No, I'm not going to do that. You were at Augusta. Did you get to go on the actual golf course during the tournament?
Yes, I went to the Masters twice on Friday and Sunday.
You went on Sunday also.
Yes, and
was it an amazing experience?
Oh, it was great. I've wanted to go my whole life, and I finally got the opportunity. So I loved it.
How'd you get that opportunity? All who you know?
It's all in who you know. I posted content, of course, going to the Masters, and people are like, oh my gosh, you got let in because of TikTok. Are you kidding me? I'm like, people fail to realize I'm a well-connected woman, and I partner with a hunting lodge in South Georgia, and they've had a lot of ag business with like the grass at Augusta and turf and all. They're big in agriculture, and they've had tickets since the beginning of time, it seems like. So they offered to take me, and I had a great time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shame in that. Listen, you busted your ass to get to this point. Like, you might as well enjoy some of these things, right?
Oh, yeah. And I love golf. I worked at a golf course for 3 years. I was a bev cart girl in college, and I was everybody's best friend on the course because I had all the beer in my cart. And I play a little golf, and yeah, I love golf. It's fun.
What's
I got this close to Tiger Woods.
The
too.
Tiger?
I like Tiger. He's probably him and Phil are my two favorites.
How is he tall guy? How tall is he? 5'10", 5'11", normal size? Yeah.
Tiger? Yeah, I think he's about 6 feet.
Oh.
He's not oversized. So did you when you were this golf when you were
Maybe.
when you did the beverage cart, what's the biggest tip you ever got today?
Chipper Jones tipped me $200 one
That
time.
tight bastard. He was making
If you
10
know-
million.
That's true. Yeah, I think that I've also gotten other $200 tips. So, yeah,
Have you noticed how the
$200.
old guys are the friendliest guys on the golf course?
Yeah, they are very friendly.
Yeah, old.
Some are inappropriate.
Well, most
Some
of us are
inappropriate.
inappropriate. We're gonna be dirty old men till we're dead old men. That's just human nature.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't take much crap though from them or from anybody.
I can believe that you have over 1 million followers on TikTok. Is that crazy to think about? Over 1 million people just want to watch whatever you do every day.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. It all happened fast. It was like during COVID, so like spring of 2020, I started doing it, and I got up to 100K quick. And then a year went by, I hit 300, and I stayed at 300 for forever. And then in October of last year, I started growing, and by December, I had 1 million. And now I'm about to hit like 1.4, I think. So we're rocking and rolling.
What do you think it was?
I definitely stopped doing trends. I stopped doing videos like with a music overlay, and I just started getting on there.
They love that
talking.
voice. Dirk Sorrells told me your voice is amazing.
Yeah, people like to think it's fake, I guess.
No, it's country.
It is very southern. But yeah, I started getting there telling stories, just kind of acting the fool, really. And I started giving weather reports. You know, I post all this cool outdoor content, but I started giving weather reports, and people just love that. That's my most viral video today, is a weather report.
How many views has it got?
About 15 million.
And
Yeah.
then how long ago was this? I have not seen this one.
That was around Christmas.
Were you accurate in your weather report, or did you totally miss it like my weatherman usually does?
No, I literally just said something like I said that the weather the weather was all drunken in my yard, like saying to the northern people to get their drunk weather out of my yard. It's cold, and I didn't even know it was funny. I still don't think it was that funny, but everybody else thought it was.
Well, it doesn't matter what we think. It just matters what people watching it think. So,
Yeah.
So do you think that you were stuck at 300,000 followers for so long just because you were kind of trying to ride whatever trend was hot?
I've never been much of a follower. I kind of do my own thing, but I did do some trends, and yeah, probably so. And I don't know. You just kind of have to wait for your time where you hit it right and all things align for you on the TikTok game. So it's like I finally just hit it right.
Yeah. Now you've been on a turkey tour. You've been all over the place. You've been shooting. You shot way more turkeys than I have this year. What's been your favorite place to hunt at?
Probably the beginning of the season when we went to Florida. That was pretty cool in South
You
Florida.
got your Osceola?
I did.
How hard was that?
And it was hard because I went twice. So we went down there, just struggled, hunted public, came back empty-handed, went back like a week later, and had him killed within 20 minutes of us being out there. So
Isn't it crazy? Like you can hunt all day, and then like when you find that right bird, it's instant.
he came in on a string. It was awesome. But then it's like I went through a very tough string of hunts after that.
Andy's on that same string.
I stayed on that string.
Yeah, but I've killed 4 this year, and I still have some other trips planned. Hopefully going to get one in Wisconsin. Me and my friend Maggie are going up there in a few weeks.
When do y'all go up there?
The last few days of the season, so like 26th through the 30th, something like that. We got asked to be on the Hunting Public, if you've watched them on YouTube.
I don't watch I try not to watch a whole lot of hunting videos. It's one of those things that it's like, because I'm in it for so long that that's not my form of entertainment. I would rather watch like Vanderpump Rules or something like totally smut, and just kind of turn my brain off to the hunting world. So that's my guilty pleasure.
They got a huge channel, and these 2 guys, they just go around hunting public land, and they invited us up, so we're gonna do it.
That'll be Easterns, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
You know, you're seeing more and more ladies hunt too. Groups of ladies. We'll have a group of women that'll just book a hunt, and that's so good for our deal. So you're a pioneer in that, and I'm glad of that. But we need more of that.
I agree. There's good ones out there, and I think a lot more people are getting involved because just like a lot more gals are out there doing it.
Yeah.
Just how we're all, doing it the right way and for the right reasons.
Do you still run into that attitude, that typical male attitude? I don't know, not
sounds like she's fixing to run into it.
Not chauvinistic, but just that asshole that's there that kind of thinks that the woods are his playground and you shouldn't be there.
I run into that all the time, but there are a lot of great guys who love that women are involved and share the water, share the woods, and I have a lot of guys in my corner who encourage me and are my biggest fans. Number one being my dad and my grandpa.
Are you looking to date a guy that's in the hunting industry or fishing industry, or is that someone you're wanting to date? Like, are you chasing guides? Or are they chasing you?
Oh, no, I did not chase guides. No, you can't be doing that. I have friends who have a no guide rule.
A no guide rule.
It's a good rule to have.
No guide, or I have a friend who says no guides and no guys in media. So people that run a camera or do anything like that. It's just
so they want to date owners of the businesses, but not the people that actually are working in them.
She didn't say that either.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But no, one thing about me, I don't chase men at all. So
what?
I mean,
you're out there living your life. Why should you? Right one will come along.
Rule. Yeah, I'm 100% not worried about it. I'm living life. It's so fun, and everyone will be the wrong one until the right one, and I stand by that. So it's not all supposed to work.
Do you
out.
date men that aren't in the hunting industry or that don't hunt? Have you dated a non-hunter?
No.
That would be too hard to do.
That would be. I can understand where a man would date a woman that doesn't hunt, but it'd be tough for a woman to date a guy that don't hunt unless he's not into women.
No, because I would rather die than show a guy how to do something like that.
You'd rather die than show a guy how to load a shotgun?
That would be so cringeworthy. Like, I just couldn't do it.
That'd be awful, right? Like maybe you get like a blowout headed to the duck blind and you're like, no, baby, like you gotta, that 4-way thing is there to loosen those lug nuts. Like if you had to show them like every aspect of how to be a man, oh, that'd be terrible.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I'm too used to being the alpha female, and I honestly don't want to be that one day. So,
But how will you turn that off? Because you're 26 now, and this is just the way that you've lived your life, and you've always been this hard driving person. How do you think you're going to all of a sudden shut that off one day?
She dates men that wear fur coats.
Yeah, for the right guy.
Right.
It'll all work out, and I won't have to be such a hard ass.
Are you a hard ass though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So was you raised that way?
I was raised around a lot of boys.
Were you a tomboy growing up?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So this is something that you were raised with. You didn't. This is not an attitude that you have had to adopt with your newfound fame. You were kind of always, alpha-ish.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, since childhood, I'd say.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
What's your dream hunt and fish? What's your dream place to go hunt and fish?
Yeah, I really want to go up north and catch smallies, like on the St. Lawrence or St. Clair, something like that.
Yeah.
Also plan to do a lot of trout fishing out west this summer. And as far as a hunt, I don't know.
So you don't have a dream destination. So what you're?
No, I kind of just want to do it all. That's one thing about me is I want to do everything. I want to do it all, and I want to do it well.
So you're big at Georgia Ducks Unlimited. Is that correct?
Yes, I used to be the state publicist for Georgia DU.
So you're still real active in DU now?
Yes, I am. I don't hold that role anymore because it's a 2-year term, and I did that a few years ago. But yeah, I'm still super involved. Go to a lot of banquets and volunteer and all
2
that.
years is all you can serve? Or
At our state, 2-year term.
right, but what I'm getting at, like 2 years, you do your 2 years and that's it. You can't get the job for another 2 years.
You might could, but I had a lot going on, and they brought in new people with the new president.
Right.
So do you blow a duck call then, right?
I attempt.
You attempt to blow a duck call.
It doesn't sound like, the absolute best, but I've been at it for years trying to get better and better at it.
What call?
Actually,
What call do you blow?
all different kinds. I have a zinc.
You have a zinc.
Then I have this from Halo Waterfowl, my friend owns. Yeah, I have a few zinc. I usually keep them in my console.
For your trips to town?
Yeah, I keep turkey calls usually in here and all kinds of calls so that when I'm going down the road, I can at least practice and try to get
My
better.
son, he is attempting to learn how to use the turkey call, and it is. I feel like I picked up how to blow a goose call and a duck call fairly easily, and turkey call was no different. And he's only 8, but it's just like he'll make a sound and then he'll be like, "Is that it?" And I'm like, "Well, it's better, but like you've just got to keep practicing. You've got to." But he wants to know exactly how to do it right away, and I'm like, "That's not how this works. Like you're gonna suck at it, and you're gonna almost choke on the thing, and you're gonna sound like everything but a hen turkey." And then you're going to finally hit one note right, and then it's a lot easier after that. But he's just wanting to go straight to the finish line.
Well, I wonder where he'd get that from, his dad.
Well, I'm just like, that's not how this is going to work. You're going to be awful.
But you were the same way.
How old is
8.
he?
8, yeah. You were talking about, making your guy feel bad if you had to show him how to be a hunter. I took my boys. I've got an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. So we went out all this last Texas season. Turkey season closed on Sunday. So took them out all weekend long. Friday it rained, so we hunted a good portion Saturday and a lot Sunday. And I could not get a bird to do what I wanted it to do. And like the defeat in the kids' eyes when we walked out empty-handed, it was just like it was soul crushing to me because it's just like. I wanted it so bad for them to be able to experience it, and they looked at their dad as like, "Well, look at this failure." I'm like, "Well, it's not that. It's not easy."
I used to look at Ron that way when we were hunting growing up as kids. If we had a bad day,
You would?
Like, yeah, if we were going to shoot,
Damn
if
it.
we put out a goose decoy, we weren't going to kill shit.
Right.
We kill the crap out of ducks. But Dad was going to show us how to shoot cranes and geese.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of them days I walked out looking at him the same way your boys looked at you, like,
It was demoralizing.
can't we go with the neighbor? He kills birds.
It was tough. It was tough to be a failure in your kid's eye.
Yeah, you'll have that experience
All
again.
an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. And there were a couple times we had birds gobble close, but like it was just that last little bit. I needed them to be around another side of a tree or over a knoll, and we could have made it happen. But the 4-year-old, like he could care less, but like the 8-year-old, he was really wanting it to happen. So that was my weekend. I was the failure of a dad.
Now, Macy, did your dad hunt with you a lot and mom growing up? How'd you get into hunting?
They honestly didn't take me hunting a lot. My dad took me fishing, like just around the ponds, but the rest of the fishing that I do, like bass fishing and trout fishing, was something I kind of just figured out on my own. And then hunting, kind of the same way.
So did you?
Which we went to like dove shoots, and we spent a little time in the woods, but honestly not much growing up.
So what got you into it? Did you date a guy? Did you have a friend of yours that wanted to hunt and you tagged along? I mean, there had to be somebody that really introduced you.
With hunting?
Yes.
No, I'm pretty good at putting myself out there, and kind of got involved with friends. Or if I didn't have friends that did something I wanted to do, then I went out and made some friends. So, yeah, and it goes back to DU. I did make a lot of friends through DU that got me more into duck hunting, and got to do that. So
That's that beer cart girl coming out in you. I couldn't put myself out there like that. So my hat's off to you. Like, there's no way that I could I couldn't be vulnerable like that and like put myself out there for somebody to like say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a lot of great mentors, especially through DU, I'd say. People don't really realize stuff that's present in my life today, and a lot of opportunities stem from, a mentor that I had who was connected to this other mentor who I met through DU, who I met through a client at a DU banquet. And, it's just all connected through DU. It's done so much for me in my life.
Yeah, it's crazy how small the hunting community actually is. I mean, I can remember before we started this podcast, and it seems very, very large, but like once you get into it, like everybody is connected to everybody. Like it really is it's a very small community.
That's very true. And I have this circle of folks around Georgia who own businesses, who are involved in DU, who are involved in SCI, which I've also been very involved with, and who are involved in politics, who it seems like I've wandered my way into their circle, and now I can't get out, and they all encourage me and support me, and it's awesome. It's like a little group of people we have here in Georgia.
Yeah, and one door will lead to the next, and then you continue to just kind of ladder your way up because, well, this person knows that person knows this person, so it is a very tangled web. But like you said, once you're inside of it, good luck getting out.
Yeah, exactly. And people just think I make TikTok videos. A lot of people don't realize that I used to work for a marketing agency within the hunting industry, and that was my first job out of college. Kind of got my dream job, and where I was able to meet, everyone in media, because I did media planning, public relations, all that good stuff, and, had a bunch of big clients right off the bat, and that's how I know people, honestly. At least that's what started it all.
So did you kind of use the things that you learned at your job and just applied them to yourself as far as like how to attack social media?
Absolutely. We didn't do social media management or any social services at my job. I was mainly in PR. But yeah, absolutely. I learned a lot about marketing, a lot about the industry, and just applied that when I left, which I stayed there about 3 years. Made the big leap of faith to go out on my own, got a few clients so I wouldn't go broke. But now I still have those clients that I do marketing for, and the rest is for me. The time that I have is to pour into my own content, my own adventures, and that's what I do now.
How old were you when you left that company?
It was 2 years ago. I had to be like 24, 25.
Were you nervous? Were you like, oh, here I am, like I'm in my mid-20s, and if I stay here, I'm comfortable, but you were probably called to do something bigger. No?
No, I was not nervous. I have this thing in my life where I hate being comfortable. I get real antsy and I love living out of my comfort zone. So if I can make myself uncomfortable or nervous, or then I know something big is about to happen. So I was very excited to leave my job because I could feel everything that was about to happen in my life. And I've always believed that the absolute best was going to happen to me, and I'll be dang if it did. I mean, I had 300,000 followers at the time, and I just kind of took some contracting positions on the side through marketing in the fishing industry mainly. And I mean, then I got up to 1 million and over 1 million, and now we're really cooking with grease.
So what's the cutoff on like TikTok where like, things are good, but like, where's the next level? Like you're at 300 and I'm sure 300,000 followers is amazing. But like, where's the next level? Is it 500,000 or is it not till you get to 1 million?
I don't know what you mean. I mean, I had a goal of seeing 1M by my name for a while. And of course you make a lot more money when you get into the millions, or 300, 500,000. You don't really make that much. And, I wanted to profit off what I was doing. So I was really putting all my efforts into it.
So it's 1 million. That's what I was getting at. When you start seeing the big profits, it's at 1 million. It's not at 500,000. It's not 750,000. It's when you get that M next to your name.
I'd say so, but you can't be putting out crappy content. You gotta hit 1 million and keep doing what got you there, and find out new ways to get people's attention, and you gotta keep pedaling the bicycle.
Right. That's the hard part about social media is once you get there, you got to stay there. Yeah,
because I look at some people, sound so hateful, but I look at some people who have followers, and I'm like, your content just sucks. It's really bad. You don't know how to make a good video. You don't know how to have a good hook, and you just don't know the components that it takes to make a good video. And that sounds so hateful, but I see it all the time. And
yeah.
Why some people don't do well on it.
I got a friend of mine that's he's an attorney, and he's friends with attorneys that represent a bunch of the YouTube kids, the gamer dudes that have 10 million followers, and all they do is take videos and stuff. He said the key to that deal is to put a video out every day. Them guys put out 3-minute video every day. And
but Macy says it's got to be a good video. It can't just be a video.
This is video of people playing video games. I don't know nothing about that game at all. I'm just telling you that the biggest followers on YouTube, a lot of them are gamer guys.
Yeah.
And they all they're doing is taking videos of them playing a fucking video game, and people love it, and it just shocks me. But that's their key. They said is to put something out every single day. How hard a video is it if you're just taking a video of your damn computer screen?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's
that's a different.
Yes, it is.
Things do for people.
Yes, it is. It's a different deal. But all they do is they put out a new video every day of someone playing a video game. Who would have ever thought you could play a video game, video it, put it on YouTube, and make millions of dollars a year?
That's a whole different market, the gamer side of things.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I feel like there's times where it's like nobody wants to hear from. Like there's times I think that like I could go away for a week and it would probably do good. Drive a little bit of what do they call that?
I look at the same people's stuff every day though, and I notice when they don't have new stuff. And I'm not I don't pay attention to a lot of influencers.
What do you say, Macy? Every day or take a break every once in a while? 3 times a week?
No, I post every day, and everybody that I know that does pretty well on TikTok posts daily.
Oof. That's the key.
I have friends who post 5, 6 videos a day, and it's kind of vlog style, and they walk through their day. For me, it's like I have one bright idea per day. It's gonna do pretty well, but that's all you get for the day.
What do you plan out your week or what? Like, will you brainstorm on the weekend? Like, okay, what do I need to do as far as a video? What's my bright idea for Monday?
No, these things just come to me and I hit record.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always brainstorming. I don't sit down and be like, okay, well, let's think of an idea. No, it just comes to me. And of course I have, content from fishing trips. that I go on that I make stuff out of. But like I said, the best video for me is going to be me holding the camera, talking about something stupid.
It works.
Like I made a video yesterday about how I really want to domesticate a raccoon, and people love that.
Did you get your raccoon?
Yeah, that's what's next.
Or I posted a video of me releasing a beautiful rainbow trout that did not do as well. So
yeah, it's crazy the videos that do well and don't do well. And like a lot of times you're like, man, I really thought that was going to hit.
Yeah, you can't think that because TikTok, it will humble you. If you think you got it, you don't. And if you think you don't, then maybe you do. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's TikTok.
That's TikTok for you. And then Instagram's its a whole nother beast. And then so is Facebook. And then so is YouTube.
It is. It's all changing all the time. But my Instagram is taking off too. It's crazy. It used to be like I just got followers from TikTok that came over to Instagram. But now my Instagram's like sometimes outperforming the TikTok. It's growing like at a crazy speed right now.
Facebook has got a lot of organic growth right now too. Facebook.
On me or you?
No, just in general, the algorithms. I guess people, because there's a whole generation of kids that like just started out on Instagram. I'm older, so like Facebook was when I was in college, but like there's a whole bunch of kids that just started on Instagram. So Facebook has, I guess, loosened up a lot of algorithms, so it's you can see a lot of good growth quickly on Facebook through doing like reels and stuff like that. They're still trying to copy what TikTok did.
Yeah, I heard of some friends making a killing on there. So I actually started posting like 3 times a day on Facebook. Just old stuff, new stuff, anything.
Just repurpose it. So where are you?
Because it's a different crowd on there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right? Like it's all 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. Where TikTok's the young guys.
Yep.
So
that's very true.
You got to know your audience. When are you going out west trout fishing?
Probably in June.
So you're going straight from turkey hunting at the end of May, and then you're going to go all the way. Where are you going on this fishing trip?
I met a lot of friends through Trout Unlimited, and you're going to Idaho or Montana or Colorado. How
long will you be there for?
I haven't decided. I might go to all 3.
How long will you be gone for?
I also don't know that.
Just winging it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't answer to anybody, you know. I am my boss, and I'm able to do these things right now, so I'm just going to do them all how I want and when I want.
You're good living out of your truck.
I mean, I don't really live out of my truck. I have friends all over this country that want to host me all the time, so very thankful for that.
Yeah, you got it going on for sure. That's incredible. What? So nothing for the next 10 days or so? You're gonna hang out in Georgia and rock and roll there until Wisconsin?
No, I'm going to Venice,
Holy
Louisiana.
cow! You're everywhere.
Yeah, with the Mossy Oak crew going down there.
What are you doing down there?
Offshore
cool.
fishing for 2 days.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, listen, we appreciate you coming.
And then taking.
What's that?
I was just saying we're taking photography and all for Mossy Oak fishing.
Oh, very cool. Got a lot of cool stuff going on. It's going to be a fun summer.
I know. It's going to be great. I'm loving life right now and put so many new experiences under my belt.
You should.
Great.
You should be proud.
You're living the good life.
You worked very hard. Listen, we appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate you coming to town for us to hop on here and go live life and chase it down and put that thing in a stranglehold. You're doing a lot of good work out there, so keep it up.
I appreciate you guys. I believe I'll continue to put it in a stranglehold.
There you go.
You have a good day, and God bless you, and safe travels, my friend.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Macy Watkins.
Getting to live by her rules.
There she goes.
That's the way life is.
That's the way you want to do it,
So you're fixing to catch a plane
I guess.
and be gone for a week.
Living life by my rules, Jeff.
Yep. Living life by your wife's rules.
Mm-hmm.
You're a brave man.
Why?
You're going on vacation with your wife, your kids, and your mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
That's a brave man. Your father-in-law is going to be a happy camper. He seemed to be enjoying his week.
Yeah. I don't know what I was about to say. But anyway,
You're fixing to say something.
I can't remember what it was.
Next big event for us will be, you will be at Squad Fest. I will be at Delta with Boss. If you need anything, let us know. We appreciate everything y'all do for us. We appreciate all the downloads. We're growing like crazy. A lot of new stuff coming out. We'll be having the trailers for First Family Part 2, First Family of Waterfowl Season 2. Trailers will be coming out here pretty quick. And getting ready for our dove hunt. We're doing a Gold Star dove hunt again the last weekend for September. If you want to volunteer any kind of, we don't need help. If you want to volunteer money or something to get the kids here or to we'll give them some scholarship money, you let us know. Anyways, reach out for us for anything. Holler at me at stanfieldhunting.com or 940-658-3172. We still have some dove hunting available, not much, and I've got some goose hunting days early in the season and a few, and then later in the year I've got more dates. Anyways, thank you for listening to us. God bless you and have a great week.
Check out our sponsors. Go check out Shin Gear, Dirty Duck Coffee, Dive Bomb Industries, Pacific Calls, Boss Shot Shells, Looking Glass Podcast, Lucky Duck, Ducks Unlimited, Double T British Kennels, Mossberg, Stanfield Outfitters, and Alpha Outdoor Specialty.